All right, we're streaming.
Oh, hi.
We're live.
Hi.
Such a exciting introduction. I'm very good at them.
Yay.
It's one of my skills. Yeah, so we're playing Deadly Premonition 2, a game that we've started, but haven't gotten very far.
We started a very long time ago.
So the first puzzle is going to be figuring out which autosave to use, which is actually...
Did you not just regular save it? Are there no regular saves?
It doesn't look like it. It's weird. This one says we've played 11 hours.
That's not true.
This one says we've played 36 minutes.
That one's probably...
Yeah. Oh, August 15th.
Look at the timestamps on it,
Yeah,
though.
let's see. August 15th. July...
And like a whole month later.
Yeah, August 15th, 22, 23. Okay, so that's weird. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the playtime, but, okay.
Oh, it might be... That might be like the time frame, not the playtime.
Well, because we hit this weird thing where we were excited for this game, because it was one that you played mostly on 360, and I watched you play a lot, and, but, like, really enjoyed it. And then, this came out and we were excited for it, and we started playing it, and one of the first issues we had is you couldn't invert the y-axis. And we both play inverted. And it was just like, it was just enough of a annoyance that we're like, we'll just wait till there's a patch.
Yeah, we couldn't even like walk in.
Yeah.
Like as soon as we got control of the character, just trying to walk around in the like hotel.
Yeah, and like I don't know.
We couldn't even deal with it. So
maybe we could have gotten used to it, but it's like, well, there's other
Keo
stuff
still
we
has
want
the
to play.
Batwings
And
on. Claire didn't take the Batwings off.
our cat's wearing his Halloween costume.
Keo, come here. He was trying to get up here, but I don't think he could get up because of his Batwings. Poor baby. Aw.
And you were, let's see, you were reasonably concerned about like not remembering where we're at.
Yeah, I don't remember anything because I fell asleep. Like, so we got through the intro thing, and then we got to a hotel, and we got a skateboard, and then you talked to some guy in some cop in an ice cream truck, and I fell asleep during that. So I don't remember what was going on.
I mean, there's.
Are we about to have to talk to him again? Am I just gonna see the part I missed?
My daddy's still in the parking lot.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Which I guess isn't so bad.
That's fine.
I thought you were gonna steal the right to investigate from him. Hurry it up.
Oh, see, okay. See,
Yeah, so we're gonna talk to him anyways.
There's got to be a save actually that was further along, but this is fine. Where's your dad, little girl?
He's in the ice cream truck.
Where's the ice cream truck? Do you see it?
Do we hit like a game-breaking glitch?
Where like the save I loaded like is no good.
He's supposed to be like right in front of her. That's where the ice cream truck was.
Can I just talk to her maybe? Nope. All right, let's see.
Pedestrian damage. We just lost $6.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh dude, why you
Okay,
punching
I don't know.
girls?
I don't. Okay, right trigger is punch. All right, I was trying to like.
Yeah, this is definitely. He's supposed to be right.
Oh jeez, I keep spending money on hitting pedestrians. God, this would be so like Deadly Premonition if it's just already messing us up.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Okay, well this time we're at least.
This
getting
looks
a
like
different
cutscene.
You
Yeah.
ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you? Or using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
Just gotta.
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've
Imagination.
never engaged in either of those activities myself.
One thing I like about when you're talking to her dad,
Of course, I
who's the
have
police officer in the
imagined
town,
doing
is
such
like
things
he
in
is
order to
so
learn more
eager
about
to
the
give you the
psychology
case
of criminals
that
I deal
you're
with.
pursuing. Whereas so
It was
often in
just a
media,
joke. Why
it's
are you
always like,
getting
you
all
can't take
serious?
this from me, you know? But
Don't
this
tell
guy's
me
like,
what
no,
you're
this is a
lying.
small town. Like, by all means.
I like how York is like, oh, you know, I've met people who have cut up
Well,
little kids
I'll
and put them in
get
jars.
scared.
Just, at least he's not talking about like some dumb 80s movie.
Count Pickle says, isn't this past our bedtime?
Can I come
Yeah,
with you?
but
You signed a
it's fine.
contract with me, remember?
It's
And
spooky,
besides,
scary
I'm kinda worried
time.
about my
It's
dad.
Friday.
And it's Friday.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free. But I have one condition.
What condition?
Oh, and let
He's
me...
gonna tell her she has to watch some movie or something.
Don't ask me about Zach.
Oh.
All right, I remember that, yeah.
It's a private matter.
And let me know if the levels sound okay and stuff like that. Hi, T-Bomb Rocks. Given 100 things. I still don't know what those are. Matt Parsa,
Zach, it feels
hello.
like she's
Count
carrying
Pickles.
something with her.
Thanks for tuning in at 1 o'clock in the morning. Hello, Kyle and Ashley.
It's 1
says
o'clock in the
Tactical Dreamer.
morning.
Kind
Yeah.
of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her
Okay.
alone.
Look, this is when we get to play games like this.
Our kid is still awake.
Yeah,
so
that's. I'm saying that like our kid's
You
not
feel the
awake,
same
bouncing
way,
around
don't you?
we
upstairs.
finally convinced her to stop bothering us, though.
Okay, so we had talked to the dad already. All right.
Okay.
Okay. This music's pretty great. So
Melvin called you a strange name.
we have two. Let's see. Okay. Because we went ahead to. It was like a factory. Is that it right there?
It's like on the corner. I remember it's either that or all the way on the bottom. We go all the way down. I think it's like right there. I think that's it.
Probably it. Let's see.
Well, you have like the main quest marker on your.
I just can't tell the difference.
But you're going the wrong way.
Oh my gosh.
See it on the map there.
I'm gonna head to 3. The one.
Sure, you go fast on the skateboard in the grass.
I know.
That's like,
Well, I
he
like-
did like his car got stolen and then he like rode the skateboard like
He like learned
hundreds
how
of
to skateboard.
miles, so he must be like a real pro. He's got like real strong legs.
I
and
don't
stuff by
think
now.
even Tony Hawk could ride on grass though.
I know.
It'd be
I know.
like-
I was thinking it's like man, he could.
Also, I think Patricia just shows up if I get off the board, right? Let's see. Oh, that's good. Some good points. That's a manual right there. I've been playing a lot of Tony Hawk. Let's see, does she just? Hey, there she is.
Was she like our little like
By the way,
helper?
I think she's with you
What do you
probably the
usually
whole
do when
game.
you're at home?
Is this an interrogation?
Oh no. I just figured that since we're working together now, it'd be a good idea to learn a little more about you.
Should an adult male like you really be asking a little girl this kind of question? Feel like I heard a
Pretty
story
reasonable.
about this sort of thing on
Are
the
you gonna
news
run it?
once.
There's a
He's just
time and a
walking and
place for
she's just
everything.
like
You know
She's
exactly.
got
who
short
it
little-
is.
slow running.
I
Short little
also
baby
introduced
legs.
myself
She's
to your
not
father.
running.
Besides, you're the one who said you wanted to come with me.
I was
That's
just kidding, jeez. You're an FBI special agent. Why would I ever need to worry?
I like
You
her. I
shouldn't
think her accent's
automatically
pretty good. We're
trust
from the
someone just
South.
because they're an FBI
so
special
we can be
agent.
critical.
One's profession
But I think
and one's
hers is all right.
personality are completely separate things. For example, one special agent may fall spiritually in love with a genius criminal who enjoys the taste of human flesh.
That's Hannibal. You pulled that straight out of a movie.
Just because it's a film doesn't mean it isn't deeply rooted in reality. You can't judge people solely based on where they work or how they look. You need to think hard and decide things for yourself.
She fell in love with the serial killer.
Fun.
Kind of. It's
So
been a while
allow
since
me
I
to
watched
ask you
Silence of the
this.
Lambs.
Well, she said
How do you feel
Hannibal.
about me?
That's the
I
second
don't know.
one.
I only just
Well,
met
but I mean,
you.
Hannibal is the.
Exactly.
It's also a book,
Now
right?
it
Well,
sounds
he's the
like
villain.
you're
I mean, that's the
thinking.
villain's name.
Yeah, but
Never
she
feel
said
the
that's
need to force
Hannibal,
an answer out or
talking about the
pretend like
movie.
you know
Oh.
something
The
you don't.
movie Hannibal, but
Zach,
that didn't
yeah,
come
yeah,
out
you're
until
right.
much later.
Honest
That's
and straightforward.
asynchronous, or
Oh,
what is
Well,
it?
there's
Anachronistic?
I don't.
What?
That's a
Can
good
you
question.
tell
I'm Googling
Google
it.
it, because when does this game
The
take
hand-
place?
Really creeps me
2005?
out. Did
Oh,
you start
maybe.
doing
I think
that
it was out in
after you became an
2005. I think it
adult?
came out in
Or
like
have you
2000.
just
I'm gonna
always
put
done
say
it? Either way, you should
2002.
stop doing it.
I'd
It's
say
really
2001
weird
for
and, like,
Hannibal.
Makes me wince whenever I hear it.
Zach, did you hear that? No need
Release
to
date.
worry.
I thought this
Neither
movie,
of
this
us
game
are
was
weird,
based in
I
like
can
the
assure
80s.
you of that. She's probably just having trouble
no,
finding the right
I don't know.
words
Came out in
to describe
2001.
us.
Okay.
No, I think I'll
Is that what I
stop
said?
there.
I know
You
as
said
well.
I
2005.
think we're getting desperate.
No, I said the
Like
game
said,
takes place in
It's
2005.
really creeping
Oh.
me
I
out.
think. Man, she's talking a lot. Okay.
Well, it's not like I can hear her.
Dr. Big, hello. 2 a.m. where you are. Their girls, their Tom T-Bomb Rock says his kids are still up too. So you guys get it. Did I lose the marker?
Should there? It's on top of the map. Have you never played a video game before?
Well, there's multiple markers, and I thought there was like only 100 yards away. But now all of a sudden there's.
They have numbers. See, there's like M04, M12.
Yeah.
Just pick a number and go up to that.
Well, I'm going to MO4.
Alright. What's that like with the plus sign? We got like new messages or something?
Below 0. So that's where we want. MO4, below 0. Find a spot where it's below 0 in the Clarkson's cold storage warehouse.
Man, this graphics are looking not great. Okay.
No, I feel like.
See, this
The
is why
last
I
game
miss
looked
my
better.
old tube TV. Everything looked amazing on it.
Wow.
If you plug something in with a
But you didn't play Deadly Premonition 1 on a
you
2
plug it in with the little thing that has to screw in to through the cable connector.
Yeah. Clarkson Food Delivery Services. Okay, so this is where we left off. Last time we played, this is where you had fully fallen asleep, so I left off here. I thought I had made a save point here.
Okay.
So now I feel like this is like...
So this is where the dead body is.
I feel like this is actually where things are kicking off now. Because up to this point, it's just been like...
Okay.
You know, establishing...
Is
That's
that her dad?
I think, yeah.
Mr.
2 a.m. here in
York,
Montreal.
That
Kyle's
was
in the
mighty
castle.
quick. The
Oh, yeah, I
special
got it.
agent
I think it's
doesn't
funny that a bunch of people who are awake are making fun of us for being
don't
awake.
waste any time.
No, they're agreeing with us.
Oh, I thought you said
They're
they were
like,
making
yeah.
fun of us when we started.
No,
Like, what are
who
y'all
was
doing
that?
awake?
Count Pickles said, "Isn't it past your bedtime?"
I
But
bet my CLG's got a lot to learn.
but it's 2 a.m. for Count Pickles, so
I don't sleep. I sleep for like an hour around 5
By the
o'clock
way,
after
Mr.
work,
York,
and
looks to
then
me
I don't
like
sleep
I
I was
again
on vacation
until
in
about
New
5
Orleans
o'clock.
before I happened to stop by here.
Well, shoot, that won't do. Here, I got something I think you'll like.
Ooh, a pretty gun.
I call him Mr. Alligator. Badass, ain't he?
call Mr.
It's
Alligator.
a
My
tranquilizer
purple gun.
for the gators.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Because
It's we're in New Orleans, right?
yeah, a non-lethal gun made for self-defense. It can only fire rubber bullets. Acquired Mr. Alligator.
Ooh, we got a
And here's a radio.
Mr. Talkie.
So I guess maybe I'll actually get to do some
With
shooting.
this, you won't have to worry about any expensive roaming fees.
Roaming fees.
Oh God. Well, I mean, if it's the early 2000s, we had
Yeah.
that.
If anyone in the chat knows, what year does this game take place? Because I remember
Might take you
it's
a while
like
to get used to it.
it's not so recent. It's not like, you know, it's like an early aughts.
because
I think.
this, so the game takes place at 2 times. The beginning
Yeah.
of the game is like
a
Try
prequel
that
to
a
Deadly
few
Premonition
times.
1.
Ain't no,
no,
need to
the
hold
beginning
back
of
out
the game
here.
is a postquel
Yeah. Yes.
because he's all
yeah.
old.
Yeah, a sequel. Yeah,
Postquel.
it's the same thing.
It's not a word. It's just okay. So the beginning of the game is like in the future. Like I think it's even in the future for us.
Okay.
And then he's reminiscing about this. That's not an alligator.
I was just like,
That's
it's Mr.
supposed-
Alligator for this is shoots non-lethal bullets. We use it to shoot alligators.
And
the tutorial is
weird
just gonna
looking-
be a shot of a dog.
It
Don't
doesn't
think about
even
it too
like
much.
it's what's wrong with the dog's face? It like got like a
I
duck
don't know,
face.
that's why we're shooting
Okay, but
it, I
anyways,
guess.
so this is supposed to be
Let's slow
a
down.
time before Deadly Premonition 1.
Yes.
This point. Okay. And
Now this is an intriguing weapon. For a tranquilizer gun, it really packs
This
a punch.
this looks worse than Deadly Premonition, right?
in what sense?
Like just this sort of because there's like that subtle kind of cell shading, like the black outline,
I think it just works.
which I don't think it
I don't think
the
it.
first
I don't
one
think
had.
it looks
Afraid I'll
worse. I don't.
After all, this
I
town
wouldn't
is
say it
peaceful,
looks
isn't
worse.
I mean, the last time we played, I think we touched the PS3 version when it came out, because that was like where they upgraded it and improved the
At least the
controls. But I
humans
don't.
are.
It might even be like
I don't think
sealed
we.
in
I
there.
don't think we even opened it. I don't
That
think
might
we've
be the
seen the
case.
upgraded
But the
graphics of it.
animals,
I was watching like a
different
video,
story. Remember what I named it?
kind of talking about the.
There's some real
Like,
mean
doing a
ass
recap
gators out
and-
there in the swamps.
It looked
every now
worse
and
than
then-
Did?
this.
Okay.
Wander into
It could just be my memory coloring it a certain way.
One
It's
of 'em
because we had a
went
worse
with a
TV.
kid once.
Like,
It happened a long
it's like,
time ago.
that's
but
the
still,
problem with getting better TVs. Is
Old
It's-
games look worse. Yeah.
all games look
one
worse.
chomp's
Even though this
all it
game
takes.
came out a few months ago,
It's all
we
down
talk about it as an
Yeah.
old game.
So,
Poor kid's parents
By
didn't
the
even
way,
know what to put in his coffin.
Black Rain 671 says it does in fact take place in 2005. So
poor kid's parents didn't even know it was put in his coffin. What is he talking
The
about?
worst part is, that taught the gators just how tasty we humans are. So
What?
now,
Is there a way to like
those
see what this
suckers
guy was
just
talking
attack on
about?
sight.
Because I didn't hear any of it.
here we go.
Oh, thank you.
Let's just look at that real quick. We're getting distracted.
Been a long time ago, but still.
Oh, he's talking
one
about an
chomp's
alligator
all
eating a
it
kid.
takes. They swallow down every last bit of you. Poor kid's parents didn't even know what
Okay, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Man-eating crocodiles will feast tonight in Blood Swamp.
You know he's fibbing, right? Gators don't attack folks. I never heard about no kid getting swallowed by a gator.
Actually, Patricia,
They
you're
don't
wrong.
swallow you, they drown you.
I'm what?
We know
Alligators do attack
Yeah,
people, and it could happen in any
we lived
town.
near alligators.
that. Yeah, there would be alligators showing up in our neighborhood all the time.
The,
And we lived like in a suburb.
I know. I remember I worked at that GameStop that was next to a mall, and there was an alligator in the.
Yeah,
in
every
the,
mall that has would have this like
1980,
water pit
Directed by
in front of the
Louis
mall
T.
for some reason.
Yeah.
And there was always an alligator in one.
It takes
Yeah.
place
Every
in
single
It
one.
was- and we were all okay with it. It was
Yeah,
fine.
they usually would
Pet
eat
alligator
like
gets flushed down
neighborhood
the toilet.
dogs and stuff if they got it out. So you never wanted to let your pets out.
Then, in the
But
sewer,
in our neighborhood
feeds
when we
on the
lived before we
corpses
moved to
of
Minnesota,
dogs
we
that
had
were
there was like
used
just
as
like a little
test
pond that
subjects.
had
Yeah,
like
I
a stupid
remember.
little fountain in it and everything, and an alligator like decided it wanted to live there.
after growing over 30 feet, it finally starts to go after humans.
Okay, so
It's an
30 feet's the
extremely-
number.
Yes,
I
an
feel like these games
extremely
tend to be pretty
edifying
factually correct.
Well, he's
so.
he's talking about a movie. So in
Oh.
the movie,
When I first saw it, I had a
Well-
pet hamster.
Hey, Agent York. What's your first order of business? You're in charge now, remember?
thank you,
Well
Patricia.
said, Patricia.
She's
I
gonna
nearly
keep him
lost
on,
sight of my
on
true goal.
task. She needs like a
Melvin, I
bell
couldn't help
or
Yeah.
but notice the
something.
name on the
Or like
side
a
of that
laser
truck.
pointer. Be like, on task, York.
This
Like you
facility
point him
is
like a
connected
cat.
to the victim, isn't it?
I feel like
Oh,
York
Oh,
should have had
right. Yeah.
like in his current day house, it should have had way
I
more.
reckon I better start
what are
from
they,
there.
fidget spinners.
Oh, just fiddling things. Yeah.
He feels like a guy who would be really
I'm
into
gonna tell it to
fidget
you
spinners.
straight right
Yeah.
from the beginning, Mr. York. As you guessed, this warehouse is run by the Clarksons. The victim's father, Danny Clarkson, is the one who
Because he's like
manages
super
the
into
whole
pop
place.
culture
Yeah.
and he's
Okay,
easily
but
distracted.
Why did he choose to
So
store
this
her
is
body
so
in his own
Clarkson
warehouse,
is the
right?
young girl who was killed. She was killed here, and her parents own the facility.
Well, that's because there ain't no other place to store it. Our town has a clinic inside a church, but no more.
How do you not have a morgue?
Whenever someone
Yeah.
kicks the bucket,
Oh,
we
he's
just
gonna
bury
explain
him
it.
in the graveyard right outside of town.
They just go ahead and bury him.
But not
They don't
this
even.
time. We got a murder on our hands.
Oh, so he's not, they didn't find the body there. They're just keeping it there so it can be
We need to get
investigated.
But when
This
they
is
showed in the
body autopsy
very
and keep
beginning
it
of the game,
stored,
they showed
right?
like a body cut up in a bunch of like
Ice cubes.
ice cubes.
So
But they
we
did
had
say
no
they
choice
found
but
her
to
under
rent
a
out corner of
bridge.
this warehouse.
I think the ice cube people from the beginning, I think, is like a present day case.
Oh, that's a different girl.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right
see.
because they were like, you've seen
So
something like
that's
this.
what
Yeah,
led to
that's
the
why they-
And 'cause
yeah.
her
choice
body-
to
this
store
girl's
the
body was
victim's
found
body
under
in
a bridge.
facility
Right.
that her family owns.
That's messed up, man. That they have to store their.
Anywho,
That's their.
This is
They have
where
to
the
store
real
her
story
body in their
begins.
warehouse.
Yeah. This is where the real story begins.
truth is,
All right.
a few days before you got here, Lisa's body went missing.
Oh, what,
Missing.
really?
Wait, the body's not even
Yeah.
there?
All of a sudden, poof.
That seemed like a really
Did you
important
leave
detail
the
to leave
warehouse
out.
unlocked?
I most certainly did not. I locked the whole place up and made sure no one could get inside. No one stole the original key, and I couldn't find any fingerprints at the scene.
Well,
So,
wouldn't like
in
the
other
parents
words,
have like
this is a locked room
when
mystery.
they have
The
Okay.
body of a beautiful
Yeah.
young girl walks at mid. Hey,
She really is just like, guys,
she's
a
just
woman is dead.
like what is with all these dudes just goofing off?
reckon I should have told you about this earlier when you first said you wanted to come here. It just didn't seem like the time or
It didn't seem
places
like
I
the time or
remember.
place to tell
Anywho,
me that the
how
body
about we
was.
call it a day and head back to my office?
This guy's not good at his job as a
No, thank you.
cop.
This is what I came to
That's
investigate.
why he wants
Okay.
us to do it.
Well, yeah, like
But Lisa's body isn't here anymore. You sure?
That doesn't bother me one bit, Melvin. You see, I met a skeletal gentleman on my way here, and he was kind enough to give me an
Oh,
order.
remember the
Oh,
guy in the,
the painting. Yeah.
Go buy some snacks. Don't shoot the girl.
It don't cost $6. It's not that much. Let's see. I can buy.
He doesn't hate red yet, so buy the lollipop.
Fills your stomach. So these are actually health items, right?
Probably.
Sure. And let me get a donut too. I'm guessing that does fill you up a lot. Can you buy coffee? Coffee with milk in a cup. Coke. Beer.
Was that actual Coke?
No, it's
It looked
pretty
like it said
good.
Coke.
Like
Cola.
that's like.
It looks like it says COKE on it.
I mean, it does just different font. They're really skirting the line there. So in the first game, like the shooting segments that you would have were kind of in York's mind, right? Like,
no.
No, okay, because I miss. It's been a while.
There was like an actual bad guy. Like it
Yeah,
was like
I remember that.
Like the tree guy.
But I remember there were those creatures that would like, their spines were cracked and they would like walk backwards at you. Like, does that sound familiar at all? Because that was like the main enemy of the
game.
game.
The huge dogs when you drove around.
Yeah.
I'll be fine, Daddy. Just make sure you don't take your eyes off of him.
Why is she just doesn't trust York?
Because he's a fucking creeper.
I mean, he is.
I'm
That's
still
true.
not convinced he's actually a real FBI
See?
agent.
She just told you. She answers every question. This game is really good about answering every question we have.
Zach, this is the ambiguous zero. The deep freeze.
Where do we get the coats?
Let's hurry up and find that flying serpent, shall we?
They have them handy, I guess. Fauntleroy subscribed with Prime. Thank you, Fauntleroy. Appreciate it. Head of the morgue. Or the sort of...
I thought they said there was no morgue.
The sort of...
The mock morgue?
Yeah, mock morgue. You can use the toolbox to store items. Okay. I don't have to worry about that yet.
Ooh. Let's just see. I just want to see where the dead body was. I don't like that you can just pull that thing out whenever you want.
It's Mr. Alligator. It's fun.
Don't shoot your friends. You only have $400. You need to buy lots of donuts and coffee. You can't do that, kid.
Sending us a request for
What?
something.
She's trying to. An all-access pass. What is she trying to get?
You can use visions to acquire important hints that will help you proceed the game. Use vision. Using vision will deplete your concentration. Okay.
She's trying to get us to buy a subscription to this karaoke game on her phone.
Oh, there's like a lot of stuff over there. Is there not a sprint button?
That was just like
Oh, that's just
the vending
oh,
machines.
okay. All right, I guess there's nothing to look at really here yet.
There's
Frogs?
skunks.
This place always gives me goosebumps, no matter how many times I come here.
Yes.
Do you need
it's
to move the
quite
table
the
over?
fun house.
No, I'm
Can
good.
you grab it?
No.
Truly a dazzling place. Meet entertainment. That's the only way to describe
See,
it.
he's a creeper.
Woven together by life, frozen in time, a visceral, musical.
Symphony. We eat all this in order to survive.
This is Sinew
Yes.
Symphony.
Truly a
That
symphony.
sounds like a Castlevania
Life and
game.
death, resonating together.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Cool. Whoa now, CLG. Since when were you
what
interested in this
CLG
kind of
stands
stuff?
What are you so surprised for, Daddy? I'm more mature than you are.
Clever little girl.
I've seen way
Oh,
more
that actually-
realistic
that-
corpses on
that's-
CSI, you know.
I don't know. I have no idea what it stands for.
At first, Zach, I was shocked by the notion of storing a victim's body alongside food. But as I gaze upon
Do you have
this
to?
hanging
Does it
garden,
not auto? Oh,
I
I'm
realize it's
100%
just
text
another
somebody
scene
respond
of
with that.
violent, depraved
Oh no! Did I just
murder.
accidentally give it to her?
Yes. All we need to do is change our point of view, and things will expose themselves in utterly new
Like my
ways.
Face ID popped up.
Oh. See, what are these are like, these frogs are huge. Swear you've never seen a frog before?
I mean, granted, it is New Orleans.
I guess. Maybe, I don't know what New Orleans frogs. Like, these have
Pretty much
physics on them?
anything
No.
like in that whole South Carolina, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi area. Florida even. That whole area right in there. Everything that is an amphibian or a reptile is about 3 times bigger than it should be.
So there's just people
Believe
working
me,
here.
I took a herpetology class in college.
I remember.
I know.
Oh. Okay. I can't save just anywhere?
You save us all at phones in case.
Alright. Manual save. How much? I've spent like $15 running people over and accidentally shooting them.
No, you got $100 for
I'd like to
punching that
take this
girl.
opportunity to ask
No, I
you a
spent
personal
$100,
question.
right? I didn't receive $100.
Oh, I thought you
In
said
the
you
hotel parking lot,
spent
when I first met you,
$15.
Oh.
the picture you had on your dashboard happened to catch my eye.
Who's he talking to?
Was that your wife?
Yeah, who is he talking? Oh.
Oh, her? Yeah, that's my lady, all right. Candy. Her name's Candy. The prettiest girl in town, which makes me the happiest boy. A shooting star landed in a rural town, right on top of a man who now has a meteor struck hard.
You always keep her photo with you?
You bet I do. The truth is, Candy's a little sick right now. She can't even leave the house no more. So I always
prescient.
keep her photograph with me. Kind of feels like we're always together, you know?
I see. You
Do you
care
have
for
to
your wife a
progress
great
the-
deal.
I think I asked you that already. Does it not just do it on its own?
But this
Yeah, I do
means
press
that
the button. Which I'm letting the dialogue, like, speak
My mama
through,
had
because
me
I'll
before
usually
she
read
married
faster
Daddy.
than the voice acting, but...
But it don't matter. He's still my real daddy to me.
Oh, did she just say...
Her mom had her before
Okay.
she married him.
So it's not her genetic father. Okay. Stepfather. Right? Isn't that, I guess?
Oh, thank you, CLG. And you're my pride and joy.
Well, Zach, isn't this a heartwarming scene? But there's one thing I just can't get out of my mind. Don't you think that photograph looked a bit too old? Perhaps Candy is already... No, let's not think about that.
Is he talking to himself, or they're just like
Might
not
be a
hearing
private
him?
matter,
He's
just like
talking
you,
to Zach.
Zach.
But is he speaking out loud?
Yes. Because people are always like, who's Zach? And then they look at him like he's crazy when he talks to Zach.
This is a big... Well, I don't know. I guess it's probably average size. Because their whole pitch is that it's like such a small town, right? So this is like a tutorial hint. Okay, alligator gar scale. I don't know. Okay, so this is.
Those are some big feet prints.
Here we are, Zach.
They are.
The morgue. They stored the victim's body in a cold storage warehouse operated by her family. I'd love to shake the hand of whoever came up with that one.
Hey, Agent York. Did you just come here to laugh at rural officers who are doing the best they can? We don't have any special facilities like you people. What else did you expect us to do, huh? Don't compare us with city folk. This is Lucare. Or maybe you're just disappointed that you didn't get to see the bloated, decomposing corpse of a young girl.
Sorry, you're right. I went a bit too far just now. But don't misunderstand. I honestly think it's a fantastic idea. I'd never try and bully your daddy.
Better not.
Thank you for understanding.
She kind of reminds me of the little girl from Box Trolls.
Oh, I could see that.
How
actually,
she's always
yeah.
talking about, like, morbid stuff.
Yeah, like she's like yes, and act similar kind
She's
of
like,
accent
are you gonna eat my toes? No, she had like an English accent.
Oh yeah, I think yeah, you're
Or
right.
like a British accent, I guess.
Gonna be interesting romance. Whenever you find a suspicious area, you should try looking at it. Okay.
So when you see something suspicious, you're supposed to crouch? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Big feet.
Those are they just? I mean, well, I guess he'll say. Like maybe that's something he'll point out. It's also weird that someone would walk in barefoot, you know.
Maybe it's her dead body. Large
Zach,
footprint.
these are
Okay.
human footprints. And they're extremely large.
Maybe there's
Yes, Zach, I agree. These footprints must belong to someone who's used to walking around in cold temperatures. Boxes that got left behind. I can't tell what's inside. What do you think, Zach? I'm gonna go with okra. Yeah, okra. I'm sure it must be okra. That's a
actually a pretty
staple
good
of the
guess.
South.
Or collard greens would be another
Zach,
one.
can you see that? Look closely. That's right.
Can we
There
even
are
get
4 imprints
okra
in
and
the
collard
frost
greens
on
here?
the top of this.
I don't know. I was never a fan.
I
It's
like
not
collard-
something I miss.
I like collard
It's
greens a
hard to
lot.
believe, but I think these are fingerprints. Yes, Zach, that would lead one to believe that the body napper is a giant who's over 10 feet
Well,
tall.
but we had okra recently, didn't we? Like we tried frying it in the air fryer.
Oh, that does sound
Was that
familiar.
okra, or
I-
was it something that was okra-like?
I think it was something that was okra-like. I want to look at the icicle. Okay.
An icicle.
Now I'm hungry.
For okra.
Never thought I'd see one of these down in the South. Look at the thermometer, Zach. It's at 10 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 12.2 degrees Celsius. This must not be the ambiguous 0. These pallets are a mess. Looks like this area isn't used often. Still, the idea to store a body here. It's a novel, sophisticated idea, unlike anything I'd ever come up with. Boxes of the past?
Come here, Nemi.
Where's that?
This is Mona. She's
presence
probably
of the
disconnect
future.
her internet.
Either way, this is a curious time capsule.
Mona, no, no, come here.
Oh, okay. So even here I can do like,
Heat vision.
yeah,
Forgotten
or whatever
boxes.
they call it.
Oh my gosh, she really is gonna disconnect her internet. Mona, come here.
Looks like shelled headless shrimp. When were these boxes brought here? And when will they be taken away? Zach, can you feel it? The perpetual, unstoppable flow of time.
She is not happy about something.
Cats. I don't know. I guess. All right. So that's it. I just.
This
figured this would
frost
be
is
less
shaped
of a
like
lesson.
something we're very
What's
used to
that?
seeing.
I got an emote thanks to Tom Brock's subscription. Thanks, Tom Brox, for subscribing. That's awesome.
Oh,
That's right.
Keo, come here.
A
Come
body
here.
bag.
You gotta get up here with those little bat wings.
Lisa's body
Oh,
must
God.
have been left here.
Can you go get him?
But there are no signs that the bag was dragged away. So our criminal must possess monstrous strength.
Oh, I got $65 for that.
Oh my gosh. It is the cutest
Seems
thing
like
I've
our
ever seen.
flying serpent isn't
You
here.
got him?
Is this everything,
Oh,
Melvin?
you guys snug on me? With your little bat wings? Huh?
Let's eat.
Here, let's point you at the camera.
We'll
just
just
a
then
little
you
bit.
can go. Then if you want to go,
There
you
aren't
can go.
any other rooms in this warehouse?
This is Keo. He's got bat wings on.
Do you want me to take them off?
I think so. He's had them on for a while now.
Oh, he's just getting to sit down. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just gonna lay
No
down?
special
You're such a
rooms.
cute boy. You're a
Well,
good boy.
There
Your
is
bat
the
wings are
luxury
covered in
foods
dust.
warehouse.
Where were
We're just
you?
like crawling under stuff trying to get them
Why did you
off.
say so earlier?
Just thought you wanted to see where the body. I just thought you were only interested in warehouse number 2.
Get a picture of him. So
A
cute.
rock party with a bunch of punch out things.
Besides, it's underground, so it's even colder than this. You sure you really
So
want
much
to go
dust
down
to make
there?
my nose.
You could darn real freeze to death.
Oh my gosh, Dan Tack is sending people over here.
Why? Do they want to see the cat with bat wings?
I don't know, but I just thanks Dan. Just bumped us up to 35 people watching the stream. We rowdy, says Rich Dizzy. We rowdy, says Jack of Dahl. Well, here you go. Here's a cat with bat wings. Everybody, call us Shadow Legends because we raid. Says Max 312. Dan Snack says we rowdy. Juster 23. Yeah. Dan, thank you for sending all these people over here randomly. I hope you guys like Deadly Premonition too.
Yeah,
I don't know what Dan was playing that you guys just left behind.
Maybe he was playing Deadly Premonition 1.
Let's head there at
Oh,
once.
that seems like a Dan
Sure,
Tech
that
game.
must be where we're meant to
Don't
go.
get nervous. Don't worry about you Rowdy. Is that a reference I should know? We Rowdy? I don't know.
All we need to do is find a 10-foot tall man with monstrous strength.
So you caught all that, right? There was like fingerprints on the lamp.
Oh, I did not catch that. I was too busy looking at the cat.
So there's like fingerprints up on the lamp on the ceiling, and the feet were huge. So that's why York is saying like whoever, and also the body was lifted and carried as opposed to being dragged. So that's why he's like it was a huge giant.
Super strength. Could be.
That giant.
Maybe
knows
there's like
where
a-
she is.
I don't know. Whatever a Bayou version of a
10 foot
Yeti would be.
tall.
Oh, there probably is
But
honestly.
finding the flying serpent is more important.
Because there's
right
like
now.
the snow
Now,
one,
please,
and then there's the
guide me
forest
to the
one. Maybe
luxury
there's like a
foods
swamp
warehouse
one.
at once.
Yeah.
These luxury foods are most likely being used in local Cajun cuisine. I'm so excited to see what we'll find. Aren't you, Zach?
I mean, the last game was like had supernatural stuff. So
Oh, yeah, big
lost
time.
the cat.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, he's going after the other cat now. Okay. The flying serpent must be lurking in the luxury foods warehouse. Okay.
oh I don't know how she got that thing on him.
I don't either.
He just doesn't even care, I guess.
Well, I think he's just given up. Like, I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, he just hit a point where he's like, this is my life
when he
now.
had his surgery and he had to wear that
10-foot
cone,
tall
he hated
giant?
it so much.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
didn't think he would
Now
wear
that
that.
was
Alright, so we gotta find the luxury foods.
Okay.
Can I...
Is it?
I mean, it's within here, I think. I don't think there's, like, another... I just have to
So
find,
what
like,
does it say on the thingy?
The flying serpent must be lurking in the luxury foods warehouse.
Cold storage
lift.
warehouse.
I'm here because Kyle rules, and I came from a very rowdy environment where I was accused of being political. I guess Dan was like doing online karaoke and just sent everyone over here. Thank you for your... It's so funny because our daughter was just sending us requests to download apps, karaoke apps.
Well, she has the app. She wants
She wanted to
us
subscribe.
to subscribe to it for her.
Oh, okay. this
The
is
last
an elevator.
message she sent me said that she would pay for it out of her allowance.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I still don't want her to do it.
that elevator needs a key, Mr. York.
Do you have one?
Wired Masashi says, Kyle loved your Gaming Ride Home podcast. Too bad I had to end. Thanks for doing it. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm proud of that show.
No,
Thanks for listening.
I didn't think you'd ever want to go down there. So I didn't bother to go and get one.
Well,
So it
then
doesn't
would
have
you
a
go
key?
and get one now?
Yeah. COG, I know. I'll tell it to him straight. Thing is, Mr. York, you know the Clarksons? The folks who own this place?
No,
Well-
of them.
They don't too much like the police. They sure as hell don't like them when they're my color. It was, real hard for me to get permission to open up this place for you to search through.
You would think, since their daughter got murdered, they would get over it.
Yeah.
To like,
Wow.
What
well,
should
like
we
they
do
would
then?
let him in to like try to solve the murder of their daughter.
Yeah.
Let's just find a worker here who can lower the elevator for us instead. All they need to do
Seems
is take a break
sus.
from their work for a couple minutes.
And what am I supposed to do? Just stand here and pretend like nothing's happening?
Yeah, you FBI folks are good at that, right? That's always what I see you doing on TV.
So sus. Sus AF. Man, you guys are rowdy. You weren't kidding. Sorry, this is a pretty chill game to be a rowdy crew to come check out. It's mostly us rubbing our chins and thinking about like,
It's actually so far it's been a lot of us missing weird things about the South, like having
Yeah.
weird alligators living in our backyard and collard greens.
I don't know if miss is the right word so much as acknowledge.
Reminiscing.
Yeah, there
We're
you go.
reminiscing. I miss it. I don't.
Zach, I think we
I
can
don't know. I
move-
guess I miss the alligators in the backyard. That was kind of
Better
weird.
check back
weird.
here as well, just to be on the safe side.
What's this?
Like, and whenever we would have a hurricane, they would always be like, News alert! There's an alligator and it like swimming in the
Oh
you know,
yeah,
like,
because
swimming
everything
on
would
the
flood in Charleston.
and they would be
yeah.
like swimming like they were in the road.
Yeah. That's weird. Okay. Am I solving a puzzle here?
It seems like it. It seems like this is a
I mean,
push.
it's fine, but like I don't know my goal
There's a
necessarily.
map down there. You can
Oh,
look.
there is. Okay.
Okay, that maybe you
So
want to
the-
get in that hole. Get in that hole. Get in that hole right there. No, the other hole.
There's no other hole.
Shit, right there. Right
I
there.
gotta push this.
Get right. Yeah, pull. Pull.
Oh, pull? Oh, I guess so.
And now get in the hole. Yeah, get
Oh, okay.
right there. Oh, well now there's just
Well,
more.
hold on. There's.
Oh, there's a crouch.
Oh, inspect. Oh. No, this is good.
We probably just went like around. We're not-
Okay,
we're
here we
just
go.
going
This
like
is
I don't
right.
remember where we were. I don't know where we were when we
Well,
started it.
the fact that we're just still making progress is like telling, I think, right?
Well, there's a red thingy.
Yeah. This is like moving milk crates at long range, says Rich Dizzy. It is, you're right.
You really just gotta get it right where you want it.
Yeah.
There are drink machines everywhere in this game.
That's something I miss about the
Zach,
South.
the human ability to adapt is a frightening thing. Some humans have the power to sleep anywhere as long as they set their minds to it.
Am I gonna, do I have to steal the... Okay.
Now we should be able to operate the elevator.
So we just stole a sleeping dude's
No need to
key,
worry.
huh?
That's cool, we're the
This
FBI.
facility no longer has a body to steal. What else do they have to lose? A few cans of crawfish? I feel bad for him, but
It
it's for the
does
sake
feel
of
like
the
they just took like
investigation.
a let's like get a bunch of southern keywords and just like make sure we check them off with every dialogue that you
Yeah.
recast.
Well, I like, we talked about this before, but like, I just like seeing like Sweary's interpretation of the South, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
even if it's way off, it's still like fun and weird to see, you know?
Yeah. Oh, there's something shiny. Black bass scale.
See, I got an alligator scale, you know? Alright, let's see.
Mr. York, did you find a key? Ha! Now that's my special agent. There ain't no stopping you. Wanna head straight down?
You bet. Let's sally forth, Melvin.
There we go.
Sally forth. I like how his like walk cycle was like, and then he just kind of glided a little bit too. That's pretty good.
Good enough.
Zach, look at that
Cutscene director.
Hang. I mean,
0
Hey, the
degrees
game's
it's
out.
working. It's
We're
working
playing
for
it.
it.
or minus 17.
Ah, the ambiguous
Why does he keep
zero.
talking about
Celsius. This
negative
is
17?
the ambiguous zero.
Or why does he keep talking about Celsius? Like anybody cares.
I don't know. Because he's a smart person who...
The ambiguous zero. Like, why would an American be talking crap about the Fahrenheit zero? Like, that's what he's doing. He's just like, I'm not into this
Open the
weird
damn
Fahrenheit
door,
zero.
Avery. It ain't no use, Mr. York.
You can't hear us?
Once Avery starts working on something, that's all he sees.
Okay.
Is
Just
Avery...
tunes out everything else. We'll have
Is
to
he a
wait
giant
until
man?
He finishes and comes out to us, I reckon.
Oh my god. Magic piano? What?
We have it set up so when our
We can
kid
come
wants
back tomorrow.
like apps on her iPad, we both get like an alert, you know, to approve it, and she's sending us like karaoke and piano apps and all kinds of weird
I
stuff.
disagree, Melvin. Time may be on our
Oh,
side,
I
but
saw this
that
an
doesn't mean
ad
we
for
should
this on
waste it.
Instagram.
You gave me Mr. Alligator
That's a
precisely
big
for moments
time.
like these, didn't you?
No.
Wait, Mr. York! Those tranquilizers may be non-lethal, but it's still dangerous to use them on humans.
So wait, we're gonna
course,
shoot this guy?
Why?
I never said I
What?
was going
What?
to shoot him.
Oh, okay. I never said I was going to shoot him. He's gonna shoot near him.
What are we gonna shoot one of the
You're
alligators
gonna
off the
shoot some
wall?
meat to get his attention. I'm right, ain't I?
Okay, shoot down the meat. God, this is weird. I love this kind of stuff though. This is like a very Metal Gear approach to things where it's just like really odd specific tasks for these just singular moments.
You probably have to shoot like directly. Oh. What's all that crap on the
I
ground?
don't know.
This is Mr. Yard.
So this is
An
this
agent
is
from the FBI.
That guy's real tall.
yeah, he's super tall.
He's got huge feet too.
You know, maybe he put the body there.
Hi,
Like
Avery.
maybe he's the one that
I'm
carried it
Special
in,
Agent
and that's why
Francis
all
York
his
Morgan.
stuff is all over the
Please
place.
call me York.
Oh, this is just a straight up cutscene.
York, you a smarty pants? Hmm?
What's the voice?
You a smarty pants? That guy's got like a Smash Brothers
Shy
introduction
as he looks.
screen.
He's ready for the.
Come on, just
Pandemic.
settle down,
Yeah,
Avery.
he's
Tell him
ahead
what
of
this
it.
here place is for.
Did I tell you about how when I was playing Persona 5 and Claire
Lots
was
of
like
expensive
asked me if
food
they
here.
knew about
Yeah.
the pandemic or something in the
Oh,
game?
in Persona?
Precious
Oh.
Because they were wearing
to
like the masks.
clocks and
Oh no.
So I
God,
gotta
Japan
guard
just
it.
likes to not
see.
get other people sick because
So
they have
you're the
Yeah, well,
empathy.
I explained that to her that,
I help with the
that you're
research
supposed to wear a mask
too.
when you're sick.
Yeah.
I do like research.
Research. What are you
What's going on
talking
with the
about?
alligator?
This doesn't. look
Why'd
like
they
a
even
man
put
to me.
physics on it?
Ain't no lab. It's a warehouse. Ain't no lab.
What is he talking about?
Smarty pant scientist does the research. I ain't no smarty pants, you know.
He's a bit slow in the mind, but he ain't a bad guy.
What's on his neck?
I don't know.
Your story about the giant who carried Lisa out. Don't tell me you think it's him. I mean, it's
Sure is
true that
loud
he's free to
whispering.
come and go as he pleases in
in front
this
of this guy.
warehouse.
He's got headphones
But-
in.
Oh yeah, how's he even hearing us?
No, as far as I can tell, he's just a bit over 6'5". The one who moved Lisa's body must be at least 10 feet tall. He's clearly too short.
Could
Too
have a
short,
4-foot
huh?
man on his shoulders.
Could have.
Well, if you ever happen to find a man who makes him look small, I'd sure like to meet him.
I wouldn't.
Lise.
Hey, cut it out!
That guy is a murderer.
Lise. Why?
Seems very murdery.
Maybe he,
Avery,
well, he
that's
knew
not
Lisa.
Lise.
Not Lise?
This
Oh,
is
Lisa's
Melvin's
older.
daughter, and my precious assistant. Unfortunately, Elise is no longer with us.
Lise.
Is she like Lisa's daughter or something? And looks just like her.
Oh, Patricia?
Fault. My fault.
So he must have liked Lise because Lise probably
I
came to
guess
that
he sorta
facility a
liked
lot,
Lisa,
right?
You know?
Yeah, he must have cared about her.
The poor fella's got himself a childlike mind. You know how normal kids tease other kids in order to get attention? Well, with this big lug, sometimes folks who don't know him too well see something and end up calling the police. But I know that deep down, he's got a good heart. Hey, Mr. York,
Well, if he
I'll
worked
keep him
at like
busy.
he worked at her family's.
I'd appreciate it
thing,
Yeah.
if
like,
you hurry this particular inspection along. Just holler at me if you find anything. I reckon that'll make it easier for you to go do your thing.
Where
Yeah?
does York usually live? He's like New
Melvin,
York.
I think
or-
you're finally starting to catch on.
God, why his mouth looked really weird when he said that? Did you see that?
Yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot of teeth. And tongue, a lot of teeth and tongue. Okay, find the flying serpent. What are we doing now?
Yeah, what is a flying serpent? I don't know. Are we just looking at clues? Oh, we can see what these things are.
There are torn off claws and legs scattered all over
Claws?
the
Well,
ground.
like a crab, right?
Oh, crab
I
legs.
doubt
Okay.
they'll fly anytime soon.
Fly? What is he talking about? They're not. They must not be
Can't
crab
tell
legs.
which ones are from
Yes.
crawfish and which parts are from shrimp.
What?
How about you, Zach?
What size shrimp does he think?
Like everything's oversized here. Frogs, shrimp.
Well, it is a video game. Like everything's always oversized in video games, you know. Like...
Rich Dizzy says, "Uh-oh, it's the crab people."
Maybe it was a huge crab person wearing fake feet
Oh.
to make, and that's why there were so many little
Holy
marks
Trinity
because it was around
paste.
all their little feet.
Could be. Puppy Palooza says, "Oh man, why are you streaming in my kind of hours?" This is when we play games, I guess.
Onions, bell peppers, and celery. The absolute basics for any Cajun dish. This product combines them all into some sort of paste.
See, he's gotta like
People actually
every
buy this
dialogue
garbage.
thing. He's gotta mention
Even the name sounds idiotic.
something
Zach, I just
about
made an
where he
eternal
is.
promise
Yeah.
with myself.
Yeah, it's world building.
If I ever happen to come across any food
World building
prepared
shouldn't be
this
done with
paste,
exposition.
I vow to never call it Cajun food.
Go check the shiny thing.
Oh, is there a shiny thing? Mm-hmm. Ah. Bullfrog skull.
What? Why are we collecting this gross stuff?
Oh.
Okay, look at that. Look at that. What's that? What's that?
Frozen oysters. Personally, I'd rather have a cocktail filled with fresh ones.
A cocktail.
We hunt for more materials
Do
than
you
we
mean
can
like a
eat
drink?
and freeze them over
guess so.
long periods of time.
Or does he mean like a
Human
shrimp
race gives
cocktail,
terror
but with, like-
a whole new meaning.
maybe.
Is there like a? There's like fruit cocktails.
Yeah, which are just.
Are
it's
there
just
like?
fruit?
Are
right?
there
Mixed
seafood
fruit?
cocktails? Does that exist? Is that a thing?
Maybe.
Now here's
Sausage.
some real Cajun cuisine. The way these sausages are linked up, they almost look like a serpent. But it's hard to imagine them fly.
So because we're looking for the flying serpent.
Isn't that
So
just
that's
like
why
a big alligator?
But that's why with the crabs, he was like,
Oh,
"These aren't the flying
okay.
serpent."
Let's move
I
on.
get it. He's talking about stuff flying. Okay. So look at the little plus sign thing. In the luxury foods warehouse.
Which is where we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're just looking at everything.
Okay. What about? Is that the flying serpent? Like the big alligator on the wall?
Oh, it must be.
Hung alligators. I suppose in a way they sort of look like flying serpents. But that's pushing it. Remember, we're in a
fine.
dark basement here.
It's just an idea.
They'll never reach the sky.
So I do have my. Can we walk out here? I have my detective vision,
Detective vision.
which I think would have. Oh, so it is useful because
What's
like.
a gar scale?
No.
Go save.
I will swear that. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, go save.
Yeah.
Oh, I
he's
guess it's
in-
gonna hurt.
I mean, knowing this game,
Yeah. Can I override?
it's gonna crash at some point, and we're going to be very happy that we saved every time we saw that thing.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many autosaves, probably, because they
Just-
know that it's gonna crash.
The
Oh, there's
Bethesda
a sparkly-
approach. Bullfrog leg.
Pretty soon we'll have a full bullfrog.
Yeah, 'cause we got a skull. Right?
So
Yeah,
there's
there's
something.
something over there. And then that's the phone and the exit, I think. Right? Oh, there. Flying
Avery, this
dragon.
box looks special.
Dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
Yeah.
For their home.
Melvin, is this the Clarksons' family crest?
We should get a family crest.
Oh, the dragonfly?
Got Bolt Hilliard crest. Alligator gar is a kind of fish, says Rich Dizzy. And I'm inclined to believe you but you just sound like you know what you're talking about, so.
That makes sense because we were finding other fish scales. I was even wondering, like, do alligators even have
That's the
scales?
Clarksons'
You
mark,
know,
all
like
right.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
I mean, they have like leather. They have like
Yeah.
leathery skin.
Ain't no big deal, though. You can find those all over town.
Is that so?
Rich Dizzy says they're annoying when you're trying to catch other fish, so.
Well, yeah. They pretty much run all of this town's major industries. Yeah. I do believe they own just about everything there is to own. So their word is law.
Seems like your word should be
Hold
law.
our town tattooed with their dragonflies.
Is you the law and all.
Can't even walk a few steps without seeing one.
Zach, this dragonfly is our flying serpent. The flying serpent owns this town. They're related to Lise Clarkson, our victim. And
They killed
Hoogan's
her.
oracle pointed us toward their family crest. The Clarksons must be deeply intertwined with this case.
Well, deeply intertwined.
I mean,
Their
Melvin,
daughter was
Patricia,
the one who got murdered. I mean,
I think I've
I
had
hope
enough
they're
of this
involved.
for
In
now.
yeah, and
helping
then
out.
then her body was stored in their thing.
Let's head back
I mean,
out
I think they
to
did
that
something to her.
merciless sun.
Like they killed her and then stored her and then took her.
Something.
Well,
Yeah.
what are you waiting for? I can't bear to spend another second.
Patricia's wearing shorts. How do you think she feels?
What? Yeah, what? I guess outside is probably pretty hot. I wonder if like the red tree leaf things are gonna like show up anywhere in the game, or if it's just gonna be like in his flashbacks to like the first game. Like, will there be some kind of tie in the two happenings?
Oh well, yeah. Maybe
Because they made it kind of seem like, I don't remember the beginning very much when the detective woman was talking to him.
Yeah.
And the pizza dude.
I mean that mystery was pretty like
Ooh, this is a loading time.
yeah, no kidding. What was I trying to say? Like that mystery, that the sort of current day mystery, I feel like was pretty vague. You know what I mean? Like just.
I wonder if we'll go back to that.
I think so. I think
do
you
we
go
do
back
now,
to it
Mr.
periodically.
Zach and I will take things from here.
Then what should I do?
Tend to your sick wife? I don't know. You're free to do as you please.
So dismissive. It's like, I don't know. Take care of the person you love. It's not my problem.
Just in like, I don't know, what
I'll
do you
stop by
usually
the
do when I'm not
sheriff's
here?
office when I need your help again.
Do that.
I suppose that's what I'll do then. It'll sure make Candy happy. But I am the sheriff of this town, so I do intend to get some work done.
Good.
I know. How about I search for Lisa's body while you're busy?
Not a bad idea. Just be careful that you don't get attacked by a barefooted giant.
Hey, don't scare me like that. Why do you keep talking about that giant anyway? You really think some giant was responsible for all this?
Melvin, don't be silly. Of course I do. Just when I thought you were starting to catch on. Disappointing, to say the least.
Oh, Puppy
But how
Palooza
can
says
you
all
be
of
so
York's
sure?
cases revolve around
wanna
the
see
red
some proof.
seeds in one way or another. That is one of the things that is consistent, right? That they talked about the. I feel like he even found seeds like earlier in the game.
Oh,
Proof
did he?
number
I think so. Yeah.
I thought he found like a drug.
Hey, that's what it was. But the seeds were
Footprints that
definitely
led
like
up
I
to where
remember
Lisa's body
that was something either
originally was, were made
the
with
current
bare
day
feet.
investigation brought up or at the beginning of this when he was like
Okay,
at the
so that must
hotel.
have been, because I thought that
None of the
they said
prints
something
looked
about
similar to those of
there being
common
a
insulated
relationship.
boots,
Yeah.
and the arches of the feet were visible. The person
It's
who
been
carried
like-
out Lisa's body must have had very large feet. I'd say they were at least 16
I don't know,
inches.
4 months since we played it. So.
Proof number 2. I found fingerprints on the cord of one of the hanging lights in the warehouse. The fingerprints weren't aimed up from below. They were coming directly from the side. Clearly, the giant moved the light because it was in his way. He pinched the cord with his fingers. Proof number 3. There was nothing else found in the vicinity where Lisa's body was stored.
It was
This
someone
means the
like
giant
on
carried
stilts.
her out without
maybe.
dragging her across the
the-
floor.
I
Yeah,
don't
see,
remember.
yeah, no dragging. Right?
But there's only one set of footprints. The only conclusion I can draw from this evidence
Jetpack.
Yeah, because it went in, but it didn't go out.
is that a barefooted giant standing over 10 feet tall carried Lisa's body out. That concludes the entirety of my proof. Any objections, Melvin?
But there ain't no way a human could ever be that tall.
Puppy Palooza says they grind up the seeds into the red powder and it's the drug. And then they said Quint was running them in the first game, heavily implied they were part of a huge network. So, Quint was the bad guy, I think, right?
Oh,
The
is it
farmer
something we're
dude.
going to learn later?
So Puppy Palooza do not remember the original Deadly Premonition very well.
Have you seen every human alive with your own eyes? Well then, you need to forget all your preconceived notions when embarking on an investigation. Whether you come face to face with a 10-foot giant or a skeletal gentleman, you always need to accept everything that comes to you with a clear mind. Do that, and eventually the truth will reveal itself to you. You're a smart kid. I'm sure you understand.
Well, I'll be damned. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Mr.
How did anything he just said
Agent
give you any sort of confidence?
I don't know. He just explained himself well. Apparently, Puppy Plute says that was just a side story in Deadly Premonition 1. Quint was just an NPC who wears a cowboy hat.
A sharp eye and flawless observational skills. Uncovering the truth with a heady intuition. I won't
guy.
never question you again.
I like Melvin.
I'll do whatever you say.
That's it, Melvin. I'm glad you finally caught
He
on.
has like a.
Okay, time to go,
He
Patty.
should be like a
You know this town
director or
well,
something,
so
like
Yeah,
because
right.
he's
You to
doing like the
accompany me
director
from
thing.
now on.
Yeah.
Patty?
All right.
Zach, we found the flying serpent. Now we simply need to locate the 10 maidens. It's time to head on to Alexis's diner and lane.
God, now I'm hungry again.
All right.
The book I'm reading is like nothing. Like all of it is just always talking about food. Like that's all they do. Just cook all the time.
Yeah.
So I'll be laying in bed at night, just like, oh, I need some food. And they're always cooking meat. That's the main thing. So I'm like, oh, I need some meat.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like, I can't eat. I'm so hungry. But it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
So we're looking for. Can I zoom in? Left, right. Okay, there we go. We want to go to Alexis's diner and lane. No, does it say goal? It doesn't say.
What?
Because there's
what?
well, because earlier it said, oh yeah, M12. Okay, it does say it there. Okay, so we gotta head to M12.
Music.
That's pretty great.
Oh, I guess our skateboard can get damaged.
Oh, it can?
It says like 100% over here.
Oh,
Look at those people just popping in only 5 feet away from us.
look at this parking job.
I mean, doesn't look that weird to me.
All up on the curb like that? That's not cool.
I mean,
Because
I
parked in
have
front of his
seen
house.
that. I've seen that a lot. I don't agree with it, but it's a thing I see.
Rich Dizzy says these roads are not skateboard safe. It would, like, I feel like it would hurt your feet because your board would be shaking so much. Oh, hello.
See, they just pop in like 5 feet away, and then they stay around for a while. Oh,
Bye-bye.
there they go.
I mean, there's some weird stuff happening in this town. There's like ghosts walking around. That kind of thing. Do you ever get
Oh, but those squirrels,
Oh my gosh!
that
why
pack
are
of
those-
squirrels, that's been in view for a
Jeez,
while.
okay.
They made sure to render that far away. Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if you ever get a car or anything.
We had a car and it got stolen.
Yeah, but
so
do you
now we
get
have
one
a
back?
Skateboard. I highly doubt it. I think the skateboard is like gonna be the thing.
I mean, I'm alright with that, I guess. It's just not very fast.
And this game is not really concerned with making its gameplay more convenient for us.
Yeah, I mean, that was the last one, wasn't either. Does this
Spitfire.
start a fire inside a drum to keep animals and red shadows away, effectively creating a safe zone?
Animals.
You can get chills though, so
What kind of animals do we need to keep away?
okay, that's all the bullets and stuff. I mean, at night there's probably like, oh, I gotta.
When are we gonna get to the? Yeah, when are we
Hey,
gonna get
Patricia.
to that? To the being chased by demon squirrels and red shadows? Because I'm assuming those squirrels are gonna be demons eventually.
Yeah. Well, the red shadows. That must be what I was thinking about. You can upgrade the skateboard. Okay, that's cool. I'm into that. Is this it? That's probably it. Did you see that move? All right.
Trying to destroy their one decoration.
There was another one over by the place.
Patty, is something wrong?
something to say.
Okay.
When I first met you in the hotel parking lot, you mentioned Saint Rouge, right? If you want to find it, maybe you should track down Professor R.
Professor R.
Professor.
Saint Rouge is
Yeah.
the drug, right?
Professor R owns the
Believe so.
jazz bar on the other side of the bayou.
How do you know that?
Because
Because, huh? Interesting.
Because it's a small ass town, and we all know each other. There's
Owl's
only
Nest.
there's only 3 people with names in this whole damn town.
You know what's funny is like people. There's always that question: is like, where do you want the next Grand Theft Auto to be set? You know, and my answer is always like in my hometown, because I like the idea of like a GTA being set in like a small town, like in Florence, which is where we're from. You know, this is kind of they're getting there. It's like, you know, an open world game set in a small town. You know, not a major metropolitan city kind of thing.
So you want it just because it's a small town or because it's familiar?
Both. I mean, realistically, there would never be a GTA game set in our literal hometown, but like, I think it would be cool to like. Wouldn't it be cool to drive around the streets of your hometown in a fully realized video game?
No, not
Really?
in a Grand Theft Auto, because of all the stuff you do to the people who live there and their property. I wouldn't
don't-
want to like.
I'm not. No, that it's just the simulation of the town. I'm not talking about like the sort of shenanigans you get into.
Well, you don't get one without the other, dude. You don't get
Depends how you play
You don't
GTA.
get Grand Theft Auto without shenanigans, okay? So I wouldn't want to like see all the videos of people just like destroying people in my hometown. I guess.
I guess that's true. Did they have a single lane?
So what you're asking for is just like a game called Small Town Simulator.
Yeah. Well, I want to be able to go anywhere I want. I
Ten
want
maidens.
the sort of detail and
Let's
like,
topple their hourglass
you know,
figures
of a
and
Rockstar
complete this
game,
oracle
but set
once
on a
and for all.
smaller scale, you know, and like where.
Oh my lord.
With no murder.
I don't believe I've seen you around
Yeah,
here
I
before.
don't need. I honestly don't need it. Like,
Sorry, honey,
you know.
but you can't smoke in here. Since
It's
you're
like,
with
what year is
Patricia,
this?
I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
he's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping out Agent York in his investigation. We signed a contract.
Oh my lord. Well, ain't that
oh yeah, like a
something?
napkin contract.
Oh yeah, because we owe her money or something.
Jawara,
I'm
is that
FBI
the
Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
name of the person
Please
at the
call
hotel?
me York.
I don't
I
remember.
think I've already
Everyone's
seen the
always
name,
called
last
that.
name Jawara.
Oh my lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
If she is related to him, will she have like multiple personalities too?
No.
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh my lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures? My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zach, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Lise, you don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it. Some
What
odd
is
fellow was
Patricia? Oh,
following
because her
her
dad's the
around.
police. Okay, I was about to say,
Stalking
how
her.
does Patricia know all about it? But
What kind of fellow?
Is she saying that
She said he
Lise
had a
told
really
her
tall
that the guy was-
shadow,
no, she's saying
How
Patricia
tall?
told her about.
as tall as an oak tree.
Oh wait,
But like
ring
she
any
said that
bells for
she
you?
told me all about a guy
Sadly,
following
it
it.
did.
Like Patricia didn't seem like she knew that.
I think we.
I know just about everyone in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man
She's talking
who
about like
stands
the stuff
that
that
tall.
York just figured out. I guess.
Maybe it really was an oak tree, and she just mistook
Okay,
it for
but
someone.
how did Patty
Sometimes
tell
the
her that?
silhouettes of them
Oh
trees
no, Rich Disney
with
saying
lots of
she,
Spanish
that
moss hanging
Lise
down
did.
make me
talk
feel a
to
little funny
Alexis.
too.
I don't think so, Alexis. Lise said the shadow was following her, correct?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree. If she had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zach, this data is all very intriguing, but it isn't the answer we're looking for. We came to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
10 maidens with pins.
Yeah! Booyah! Oh, I got a turkey!
Truly mesmerizing, Zach. This is why I never tire of small-town investigations. Same goes for you, right?
She's gonna have to go bowling.
Bowling minigame, I guess.
The 10 maidens are the 10 pins.
Yeah.
Save it! Save it!
Yeah. Because we'll probably call it a night here pretty soon. Let's see. How do we even get back there? Oh,
Right there.
right there. Did you see it? Okay, I see.
The door. I guess you gotta talk to that lady.
I can't get my skateboard inside.
Lame. Can't smoke, can't skateboard. What kind of establishment is this?
Oh. Look at these gutters. Like, massive.
They're not that massive, they just have bumpers on the side, see?
Oh yeah, yeah. They looked like they were super wide. Don't mind me. I just don't know how to put the gun away.
Let me talk to this lady with a gun in my hand.
It's voodoo dolls.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, howdy, stranger. My, you're a handsome one.
She's creepy.
She's
You
into
came
you.
out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
Mrs. Carr
I'm
Peach.
like they ran out of
Monster.
room.
Francis York
It's like
Morgan.
that.
Well, if it was
that
in
John Mulaney bit
if
about
it was
writing
in
"Happy
Japanese
Birthday."
originally,
So you
Oh,
are
yeah,
from
maybe.
it
the
would have maybe
FBI.
been like,
I mean, it's fine. I like the way it looked, but
So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss. They are the
her hair looks
real
like I've been
deal.
kind of casually
One
rewatching
even
Community.
predicted
I like
when
how
I
she
bought
has like
my
a huge
first
black line around the
perfect
edge of her
game.
head, and it looks like her
Oh,
hair's just
Yeah.
like a foam thing. On
Well,
the
that's what I was
top.
gonna
Could
say.
you
So I've been
stand
kind
a
of
bit
casually
closer
watching
to
Community,
me?
and Pierce's father has a wig made out of ivory,
Oh,
and that's what it looks
okay.
like.
You cast a shadow over the lane. Well, the sheriff did that once.
All right.
And something
Rich Dizzy says,
horrible
"Well, Hilliard fam, I gotta get up with the little ones in about 4 hours, so I better go to sleep."
Did you hear she said something about casting a shadow over the lane?
Oh no, I missed
time
it.
in 12
Well, thanks for coming by, Rich Dizzy. You're
Thank
talking
you.
a lot. Go get
And
some
I
sleep, a
am
little
going to
sleep at
make
least.
Sure nothing
4 hours.
Like that ever happens again. In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
Well, I mean, we were just running all up and down it, so.
It's her routine, Zach. Understand?
I like that,
Just like
that
us and
turn he
coffee.
did. It's like
Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use
good
this
GIF
lane too?
material right there.
I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me.
She literally
I
the only
haven't
person
given
who's
it
allowed
up
to use it.
once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago. I'll never break my promise to him.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me.
She just bought up the lane.
I guess so.
Maybe you can like go behind it and like just take the.
This is great. This is so weird.
Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
So just no one else is allowed to
Zach,
bowl
it
but
looks
her?
like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane.
Go cast a shadow on her lane.
I don't know, I
Don't
have
do
an
anything
idea.
illegal.
Throw her dolls on it. Shoot her.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Not literally, I was just gonna basically do this. Just I guess I can talk to her again. Can I just
How do you cast the shadow on it?
can I put the gun away?
How'd you pull it off?
Left trigger. Okay.
Go punch her.
I guess I just talked to her again, I guess. Let's see. Find a way to get her to
Use your night vision. Your detecto vision.
That's just everyone that I can talk
That seems
to.
pretty useless. Okay, yeah, go talk to her.
Who? Oh, to her? I mean, she has the red mark. Let's see what it says.
Excuse me, Mrs. Carpenter.
Stop! Not now. Can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind?
What are you doing?
Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split. Holy...
This
Puppy
lady
Palooza says obvious bowling stance.
didn't even put her fingers in the holes. You see that?
She's pro, man.
But her fingers were in the ball somehow. But the holes were like in front of the camera.
That stance, always works on a split. Oh, yeah, never fails.
Why'd she have a split? She didn't
Zach,
even
our
have a
new
split. There were
friend
no.
appears
Yeah.
to be a very superstitious lady. We should try and utilize this trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for a bit. That was an amazing
Go mess
shot,
with her dolls
Mrs.
or
Carpenter.
something.
In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little items? The ones you used to help you bowl that split just now.
Ooh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking
It's
a
late.
liking to my collection, have you?
Sleepy
Oh,
lady.
yes.
Shut
I
up.
know.
Great liking.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli.
Power Stone
Frida.
reference.
Erzuli Frida.
Yes, it's a mystical establishment run by the Mirror.
The mirror.
If you're interested, I can mark it on your map for you.
Zach, this is it. Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there.
Dubious trinkets. That's
We
a good
may
phrase.
even be able to find something capable of changing her mind. It really feels like we're in the deep south now, doesn't it?
I guess.
Dubious trinkets. That's what we got in the south. Yep.
What do you think?
Yeah, time for it. Call it.
For the save. Excuse me. Azula Frida has been unlocked. Well, I'm gonna go save. Thanks for tuning in at super late stream. And thanks Dan Tack for just shooting a bunch of people over here. That was cool. But yeah. We're gonna be streaming more, so we'll probably play more of this, play some other things too. So
Yeah, probably this for a
Yeah.
while.
alright. Good night, Tactical Dreamer, Puppy Palooza.
Good night, everyone.
Hold on, wait. Let me get the keyboard. Okay. Good night, everyone.